morning, good afternoon, traders. Welcome everyone in the TEFS Trading Room on the YouTube and in the VIP room as well. I hope everyone is doing great and ready for another roller coaster day on the market, at least based on the yesterday moves and definitely the pre-market moves already. Hi, Miguel, Brian, Mark, Clifton, team. Nice to see you. Scott, DVG. Welcome for today's trading, and let's just make a nice green day again, like just yesterday. Also yesterday, personally, I did not have a huge green day, but quite of a nice one, especially thanks to the TQQQ trade, which is going to be ready soon to production, and you can watch it on the YouTube later on how I just managed this TQQQ trade. Hi, Anticipator. Hi, Dor. Good morning to you. All right, guys. So seems like this big pump which just happened in the afternoon yesterday on the S&P 500, the triple Q, and actually all over the world, not just on the U.S. stock exchanges. It's not lasting so far. Look at this epic historic pump yesterday based on Trump's words that he is ready to postpone the tariffs for 90 days or so. After this euphoria and the joy, some fear just get back to the Wall Street, especially some big analysts and economists warning that this is just a real dead cat bounce, and one of the investment houses, it was I think from UBS, top strategist called Banyu Bavaya. He just thought that the investors need to sell any rallies until more is known about what tariffs will do to growth. So this is still a very much reasonable fear of the market. Why? And this is the reason why we can see the market to pulling down after this fantastic epic move of yesterday to the upside, because it's okay that the tariffs has been postponed, but no one knows still what's going to be the end of the negotiations, because I'm sure there will be some negotiations. And don't forget that this tariffs postponed, it was valid for every country except of China. So the trade war is still going on between the US and China. It's getting even more nasty. So traders still a lots of question mark out. So might the fear is going to be triggered still, and it's going to stay here. So let's be careful with every move. Hi Tara, good afternoon to you. Nice to see you. Hi Lee, good morning. What a crazy afternoon yesterday, guys. Amazing. I hope you could take an advantage. Unfortunately, in the evening, I could not get back, or for me, it's in the European time, it's the evening, but like market time in the afternoon, I could not get back for trading, unfortunately, because this was like a huge move to the upside. So I really hope you could take some advantage on it. And let's see whether today it's going to be a continuation and the market can find uh, support around this 530 level, which is the pre-market support for the SPY, and make a nice continuation higher, or is just going to fail and we are going to get a sell-off, as just the UBS top strategist told that he advises investors to sell any rallies until we know more about the tariffs. Well, yeah, this is the biggest question definitely at the moment. Even the Amazon CEO, he just told that he thinks that the result of the tariffs is going to be the following, that it will, I mean, the tariffs, the cost of the tariffs will pass increased tariff cost on the customers indeed. And the Jesse just told to the CNBC, well, it's quite obvious that at the end it's going to be seen on the prices, on the items prices, and everywhere, actually grocery stores everywhere in the world. But let's see whether we will get a negotiations before that is happening, or this is going to be really pushing the prices higher. At the moment, if we are talking about the prices, the CPI has been released already with the unemployment claims, and very nice surprise, pleasant surprise on the CPI numbers, as core CPI, monthly CPI, and even the yearly CPI seen a nice push to the downside, traders. So instead of zero point 0.3, the monthly core CPI just get to 0.1, which is a really great improvement in the prices. CPI monthly got to minus 0.1, really good news. And the yearly CPI is down to 2.4 from 2.8 on the previous month's data. So really, really good numbers. And finally, we see that this goal of the Fed, which is the 2% on the yearly, is getting quite close. It's 2.4 now, so not too much to go. But what can we do? Tariffs is here, and unfortunately, I'm not sure that this is going to stay like that, especially if it's going to, after the 90 days, it's going to get into effect again. Hi, Alamu. Good morning to you. Hi, Banzai. Nice to see you. Yes, Tara. You hope I bought my crystal ball. No, you. Okay. Well, I did not, but I have great candidates, okay? And don't forget what I'm just keep telling you for days, that I am expecting huge red and huge green days. I don't think so we will find a peace soon, unfortunately, on this market. Well, not unfortunately, because volatility, sorry guys, volatility, it is our friend, one of our best friend indeed. So we really like volatility, and definitely we are not going to get bored. But yes, that's a very good question, which direction we are going to go today. So far seems like it's a small pullback, because the fear is still hanging over the whole Wall Street, and everyone is guessing what's going to be the long-term effect of these tariffs. Everyone is on the fear side still. That's why we see almost everything into the red. And again, the semicons are really deep to the red side. SOXL down 10%, Apple 4, AMD 3.4, NVIDIA is back, Tesla is back. But yesterday we have seen a really big green day at the end, so I'm not surprised in a small pullback, at least, which is, I would say, 3%. It's not a small pullback, but seems like traders that nowadays, especially since this tariffs turmoil and the liberation day, this becomes a new normal, at least now, until, as I've told you, the things are not going to come down a little bit. There is no chance for that, as I see, so volatility stays. And even I must tell you that the unpredictable market movements are staying, Tara. So even without a crystal ball, I would say that anything can happen. With a crystal ball, definitely would be easier, but I don't have one. Okay, guys, now let's see the news for today. As I mentioned, everyone was extremely euphoric on the news that 90 days postponed on the tariffs, but after this euphoria, the fear just get back to the market. Trump's tariff post takes bad outcomes off the table, but this UBS strategy says investors should still sell the rallies. This is what I was talking about. What else here? Those set for a 600-point drop after the S&P and the Nasdaq retreating after the historic rally following the Trump's tariff climb down. CPI shows that U.S. consumer prices falling in March for first time since 2020. So this is a really good news. But as you can see, traders, even because yesterday the Fed minutes did not mean too much for the market, not even the treasuries bond auctions, nothing. Everything is overshadowed by the tariffs news and seems like it's going to stay for a while. What else in the international news? Here is Bill Ackman again before I go there. No game suite for me, says Ackman as he praises Trump approach to tariffs. Okay, international news and the rest of the stock exchanges of the world seen a very nice climb, of course, after this huge afternoon moves on the US market. Like Europe is up more than 4%, everywhere almost 5. Asia nicely up, especially the Nikkei, 9% higher. Traders Hang Seng only 2%, and Baidu and Baba are green on my watch list. By the way, crypto is nice and were nice and green, but not anymore, into the red side, and the Bitcoin climbed back towards this 83, 84,000 level, but now it's just pushing back again, 81,600 at the moment. So let's see what's going to happen next. As I mentioned, everything is depending on the news. Today we got CPI numbers, unemployment claims out. CPI numbers were really nice and pleasant surprise, and we will still going to get 30 years bond auction at 1 p.m. and federal budget balance at 2 p.m. But before that, a bunch of FOMC member speakers are going to get into the stage. And I'm just telling you the first one who is going to be at 9:30 sharp with the market open. FOMC member Bauman or Logan speaks. After that, Bauman and Schmid at 10 o'clock and Goolsby and Harker speaking at 12 p.m. So seems like it's going to be a FOMC member speakers day as well. And tomorrow after the CPI, we are expecting the PPI. Let's see whether it's going to just cause a very nice, pleasant surprise again. Hi, Todd. Good morning to you. All right, so traders, if you have any questions regarding trading, regarding the TEFS accounts, packages, VIP room, anything like that, please just drop me an email. And if you have any candidates for today, please just let me know because this is the next step where I'm going to go and get some candidates. Well, as I mentioned you, everything is overshadowed by the tariffs news and the news, and now the fear get back a little bit to the market after the euphoria, but we still have some movers like US still, thanks to Trump again. The X is just down 10% because Trump said he did not want the steel maker to go to Japan. Again, his comments insinuated that he did not support Nippon Steel bid for the company X. So seems like X again on the verge for a very nasty pullback. That's why it's going to deserve a place to my short side. As I see, Scott has more to the short side for today as well, which is not a surprise in my opinion. To the long side today, I don't know what to, maybe DJT because yesterday it got some good news. To the short side, definitely X is one of my favorite. CarMax is here as well. It stumbled 7% on the heels of a disappointing fiscal fourth quarter earnings on KMX. So KMX can just go to our short side as well. Magnificent Seven, the mega cap tech stocks pulling back after big runs during the prior session after Trump's announcement. And Tesla led the way, sliding more than 3% after Wall Street firms cut their price targets on the electric vehicle maker, and even Nvidia is falling, soaring more than 18% in the preceding session, and even Apple is moving down sharply. So all of them like 3%. I'm going to get Tesla to the short side, but I must tell you, traders, with especially with Max 7, I'm going to be really, really careful because as you could see again, the sentiment just can turn in no second. And if we get some more news like EU is ready to talk about tariffs, for example. I don't know. It's just a hypothetical headline in my head, not on the papers. But if we get some favorable news, like positive news on the tariffs negotiations, that this can push back the market again to the highs. The opposite, of course, it can just make a ugly move to the downside as well. So everything again going to depend on the news. So Powell always used to say that everything is data dependent. Now I'm telling you that everything is tariff news dependent on the market, and it's going to stay like that for a while. Indeed, legacy automakers is here, like Stellantis, Ford, General Motors, also gave up some of the gains seen during Wednesday Monster Rally. Given their plans abroad, automakers are expected to be particularly hard hit by Trump's tariffs. So STLA is down, Ford and General Motors. I'm going to call GM because STLA is a little bit too low on the price for me already. Banks which are rattled and retreating after Wednesday rally, Goldman Sachs, Citigroup, Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, Bank of America. I'm going to call GPM only, but you know, if I'm calling a bank, this is valid for the whole sector. And here are coming the airlines as well. Despite being some of the biggest winners in Wednesday's sessions, airlines are also trading lower before the bell on Thursday. DAI, UAL, and LUV are down as well. Let's see UAL to our short side. Two. Palantir, 3% lower after the rally. Unfortunately, seems like this is not an exception from the impact of the overall market sentiment. And PLTR, if I'm just checking it now quickly, it's down, definitely down, as you can see. Seems like as a even, in my opinion, a rollover already in the pre-market and down 3.81%. Doesn't look good. But again, I just repeat myself, traders, this can just change in a second. As you could see, it did yesterday as well. But Palantir seems like really weak today. I just mentioned Trump Media and Technology, DJT, which looks stronger, 0.7 up on the bell, or before the bell on Wednesday. It saw a rally of 21, and seems like that this is going to be maybe going higher. I give a try of that, but I'm going to be careful with this one. Danaher is the last one, DHR, which is a life science firm, 0.8% higher on an upgrade by Barclays. That's nice. DHR, let's see whether it can stretch this move higher. At the moment, it is moving higher very nicely. Huge move yesterday, of course, on this as well. Also, I have a little problem here with this, and this is the pre-market volume. Just because of that, I cannot call this stock to my first candidates list, just to the secondary list. I'm going to put DHR. If it speeds up or picks up in the volume, we can just watch it. And at least but not least, I'm just going to watch my gainers and the losers list. Good morning and nice to see you. Hope you are ready for another crazy day on the market, and everyone else indeed. I'm just checking quickly my big movers here. I mentioned you Baba and Baidu are up. Everything else is down as I see. So maybe I'm going to watch even Baba here. JD and Love. Yes, you are right, because Love had a earnings today, right? Thank you, Anticipator. LOVE, Love, which is up 11%, 60,000. You are very much right. This is not a big mover, indeed, based on the daily, but nowadays everything is moving nicely. So let's just give the chance for that. Thank you. And JD.com, which is a Chinese stock as well. This is higher with 2%, just like the rest of the Chinese stocks. I'm going to watch them. So for example, Baba is up 2.15, and I really love the daily chart of the Baba, I must tell you. So I'm just going to call it to my long list as well. So Baba, and maybe even we can just watch Baidu. Indeed. All right, what else to the short side? I'm just checking the really big losers here. Just a second, if I can make this bigger, because I cannot see it very well. Okay, now I see. All right, so the biggest losers among the big stocks, it's definitely the Max 7 as I see. The less which is into the red, as I see, it is PepsiCo, J&J again. I'm just going to put them to my secondary list, because in my opinion, that means that might is going to get better if the stocks or the overall market is just going to make a U-turn, which is possible. Also, the fear is back, as we see. What else is not that red? Kellogg's is here, Bitcoin down 1% now. But the rest, like IBM, Visa, Google, Microsoft, Netflix, everything is down more than 1%. Meta already almost 2%. And the worst performers, Apple, Tesla, AMD, NVIDIA, Amazon, Disney, Oracle, traders, these are the worst at the moment. SPY is down 2.60% now, triple Q 2.20. So even despite of the good CPI numbers, traders, after the big rally, fear is back to the markets. That means that this is going to be a crazy volatile day again. So please just be careful with the share size as usual. And of course, I'm going to be here for you in the first 1.5 hours, and I'm going to get to the cautious side again. VIP routine traders, Scott, DVG, Clifton, have a beautiful green day, everyone. I'm going to see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. again for the preparation session, and I'm just going to continue with the YouTube traders trading. You can, of course, just get into the YouTube as well and trade with me there. But I'm sure you are going to be in great hands of Scots and DVG. So good luck, YouTube, or good luck, VIP room traders and YouTube traders. I'm going to stay as usual. All right, guys. So let's see what else we can just put on our watch list. I do not trust too much on these big stocks today. I think they are going to be hectic. I don't know. It's just Apple down 4%. Let me just check it. Yeah, Apple is down 4% now, back to this 190 level, which is quite of a stronger support. NVDA is back to the 110. 110, it's, as far as I remember, it was a stronger or more significant support as well. Look at the 110. Oh yeah, definitely. Look at this. Back in February, we had a stronger resistance slash support there back in 2024, and September 110 was a stronger level too. So 110 is going to play a crucial role here, in my opinion. Hi Lee, good morning to you. What a crazy day, right? Who did trade yesterday, the afternoon session, traders? Have you been here? I hope so. I could not get back, unfortunately. I've just seen even when I'm just finishing trading, usually I go and get to my regular job, let's call it like that, regular role, which is I'm mother of two little ones, 6 and 8 years old. So as soon as I'm finishing with trading, two very, very hungry little ones just get home and screaming for food. So this is my this is my next step to do after I'm saying to you goodbye at 11. It's 5 p.m. here in Hungary, in Europe, and I'm just feeding them. This is the first. But of course, I have a laptop on the counter, and I'm always watching the market. Like I cannot resist not to check the market. And when I seen yesterday afternoon or evening, for me, it was just crazy. I've seen this big move to the upside, and it was just a never-ending story. Amazing. Yeah, I did miss Tara. Had fell off my horse on my trades, but I'm back in the saddle again. Yeah, Lee. Good luck at this time, and be careful. Don't take too high share sizes if you are going even any swing, because you can see how crazy is that. And I'm still expecting this big red, big green days even after each other. Craziness, what is still going on. Took one big trade on Tesla afternoon. Very good, Alamu. Well done. Happy for you. Hi, Storm. Good morning to you. Happy to hear that someone took advantage on this crazy move of the afternoon. Well, let's see if we will get something this morning or so. As you can see, fear is a little bit back on the market, because this was okay, quite of a good news, definitely better than anything else in the last weeks, let's call it like that. But it's still not guaranteed that the negotiations is going to start first and it's going to be successful, and might the tariffs on both sides are going to be lowered, but because this would be, which in my opinion would save the world economy from a recession. And this is unfortunately the biggest fear of not just me, but a very well known economist as well, indeed. And as you can see, some investors and strategists just called for cautiousness again. Yes, Banzai, exactly. Nice to see you again here. Happy to see that you have time to trade with us. What do I think about the daily on HWM, Lee? Checking. HWM. Hi, Arike. Good afternoon to you. Nice to see you. HWM. Ooh, big green. But listen, on almost every stock we see this craziness, and now it's pulling back. I don't know. It's unpredictable. In my opinion, guys, I would say I could start, to make the big analysis based on the technical patterns and so on. But in this environment, we cannot use it because not the technical analysis or not the technical pattern are driving the markets like normal things and normal behavior. But unfortunately, very much news dependent story is this whole trading nowadays. So on the daily, I would say it was a nice reverse on the 200 EMA, but now which direction it's going to go again? I don't know. I would not get a bet on it at all. Okay, be careful with every stock deal now. Indeed. I really meant it that at the moment I do not want to take any swing position because as you can see, it can just change the direction in no time. I've just seen in the meantime traders that DXCM is just moving higher too. Volume is good as well. So DXCM, I'm just going to put it on my watch list as well. I've just found it in my gainers and losers list of the TEFS platform, which I really like using it. What else I've seen here? I've seen Roblox in the news too. I don't know how it is doing. Roblox. So at the moment, Lee, and for everyone, it seems like it was a huge bullish engulfing if we go on to technical analysis. But as I've told you, it's not really relevant at this environment. So everything, it's a huge bullish engulfing. So based on the technical analysis, we should expect a continuation. Based on the environment and the facts, what is driving the markets, no idea what's going to be the next move of the market, unfortunately. Okay, here is DVG with us as well in the trading room. Scott already called DJT over 21 for a long and KMX under 72. KMX, it was one of the earning stocks. I'm going to watch the usual stocks about the watch list, which you can see. DJT and Blav I call to the long side, to the short side, and Baba as well. XKMX, Tesla, JP Morgan, uh, General Motors, UAL to the short side, and secondary list DHL, Pepsi, and J&J. Pepsi and J&J, I call it because they are almost in green. Actually, Pepsi and Coca-Cola are already to the green side. As I'm just talking here, nice. Coca-Cola looks like as another breakout, but the overall market is still lagging here. Not green at all. It's completely the opposite. So if I'm just checking again, NVIDIA is down more than 4% now. Triple Q 2.55 and the SPY almost 3% to the downside. So seems like it is, we can call it as a small pullback because yesterday everything was like 10% higher on the triple Q. It's a crazy move. So we can call it still as a pullback, but if we just check the triple Q and the SPY and especially the critical levels here, the triple Q is back, as I see, to this $450 level. Well, as I see 448, you see it serves like a very strong support. If it's going to fail, we can go back easily to this 440, and if it fails, then even lower. So let's see whether it can just break the 450 first on the triple Q. On the S&P 500, this level is going to be, at the moment, it's on the $530 level. If I'm just checking this previous supports, it's 538. So this has broken it already. And if I'm just checking more supports here, 530, definitely we here with 530, and the next one is the 520. So if it's breaking 530 level, we can expect a bit more to the downside. And it's so interesting that the CPI numbers is not helping for the market at all. Yes, Storm, is there any important speech this or next week we should wait? Well, some FOMC member speakers already today, and actually, as far as I remember, the next one is just going to be in next months. I mean, especially if we are talking about the, you know, like the Fed decision. But for example, next week, Wednesday, Powell is going to speak. Okay, Storm. So I think this is going to be the next one, which is scheduled. And you know, tariff news just can hit at any time. So traders, good luck, everyone. Take it easy. We have time. We have Amir as well in the main room or the VIP room. Thank you, Tara. You too. And watch the sudden moves and the news, of course, because everything is not data dependent here on the market nowadays, but news dependent. Okay, so both SPY and triple Q are moving lower now with a gap down after this crazy big move higher. I'm watching the big stocks definitely, but I'm going to keep an eye on more like lower price stocks and new stocks like DJT, KMX, Love, and the rest. So far gap down. Let's see whether it's going to find a footage or we are going to make a reversal. This is what I am interested in at the first time. Okay, SPY is already getting to the lows, not 530 yet, which I mentioned to watch, but it's moving lower to 60. Tesla it's under 260 already. Triple Q under the lows, SPY under the lows. As I mentioned, you 450, 530 are the levels which I'm watching at the moment on this market. Met a nice green candle, now it's giving up. DJT pulling back too. So every big stocks are just moving completely the same, in my opinion, which is weird. Only Baba, which is it's holding to the low to the highs so far. All right, traders. Still just watching here what's going to happen with this market. 455.30 levels are the most important for me to check. Okay. SPY triple Q broke the lows. Tesla it's making a reversal. Tesla it's always moving completely opposite the market. Not always, but most of the times. Can, possible. Oxy is very down as well. Oxy, one of the oil stock, 5.70% down. DVG likes Meta over 577. I'm going to keep an eye on this DJT for a possible reversal. Yes, Tesla I'm watching 2 to 64 can be an interesting entry. Also, the risk reward is not the best, Kevin, in my opinion, but I see why you want to take it to 64. You know what? It's maybe better to wait a consolidation for that. Nice pullback on the triple Q and on the SPY, but the fight is still quite serious here as I see. PepsiCo, Baba, and KO are green at the moment, and I must tell you, PepsiCo doesn't look bad at all for continuation, but we need the market. Neither KO, Coca-Cola, Baba just pulled back a little bit now, but as I mentioned, you especially because of this 200 EMA reversal, I like it. All right, now you see, Kevin, I start liking this Tesla a little bit better over this, even 263. But KMX, ooh, KMX, it was a gap and go. I just missed it, guys. Very sharp gap and go. KMX, yes, anticipator now under 69, but I missed it. So that was a nice one. I missed it. I was not expecting this gap and go to be that quick. It was really fast. Tesla still thinking as the overall market on this consolidation. Meta pushing lower, NVIDIA holding, Tesla holding, DJT pushing lower. Oxy, what a big drop. Wow. Amazon pushing to the low too. No, Baba. Typical. I do not want to take it today and it's just making a move lower. Crazy. Okay. Roblox, nothing. KO, Pepsi. They are pulling back a little bit too. Microsoft is holding nicely too, so all of the big stocks are, but Meta is the only one among my big names which is moving lower, as I see. Baidu Baba still very strong. PLTR is strong, checking. Oxy looks like a breakdown. Meta nasty drop here. Yes, over 90. Over 90, it looks really good. Actually, Scott called PLTR over 90. Lar, if you like it, he already called it over 90. Overall market is still in this consolidation phase. I like that. And even Baidu is making a reversal here. So PLTR definitely looks interesting over 90 and VDA over 110. Meta is the only one which is dropping like a stone. Very nice call on KMX anticipator. I'm so sorry we missed it, or I did miss it. Actually, PepsiCo, it's on the verge of a breakout too. But the market is still hesitating here. Still hesitating here, unfortunately. So if we do continue higher, Tesla over 263, PLTR over 90.10, NVIDIA over 110, everything looks really good, but we need a continuation higher with the market. And in this case, of course, our very much beloved TQQQ can be another trade here to watch. Big breakdown on the Meta. Okay, TQQQ now it's getting to the lows. I would say, you know what, over the daily high we can go long, under the daily low we can go short. I'm just not sure we will get a clear move even after that on the market. Raspi X, very good. I don't know why I did not put it on my list. X looks interesting. I agree on under 40.90. I like it. Nice, very nice gap and go reversal. Under 40.90. Stop loss is going to be over 40. I would say 41.50. But yeah, X looks really good. But only under 40.90. Okay. All right. So let's see whether it's going to enter. Market is still in the fighting mode as I see. Okay, so X, very nice call. I like it. Baba over 108 looks great. As well as, I must tell you, even Baidu Alamo. Maybe I do prefer Baidu here over 82. Complete undecided. Yeah, I agree. Big red, big green candle. Phew, I don't like to see that. But I must tell you, traders, Amazon looks really good for a breakout. PLTR looks very nice over 90. Scott just called it. Even Tesla, if it's going to make a reversal. DJT is over the VWAP, which I'm watching too. But for that, we need to see a breakout of the market. I think I'm going to go with this PLTR here, 9010, as it was called by Scott as well. 90, oh, it just broke. So if it goes over 9010 again on the PLTR traders, I'm going to take this 9010, but only if it goes over it again, okay? It's just made the move higher. In the meantime, traders X is in. I want to take a 40, 50, around 40, 50 a partial. SPY triple Q in the meantime still undecided, unfortunately. Not easy. SPY triple Q under the VWAP again. That means that might short under the lows on the TQQQ. But just for a scalp, ARM anticipator, checking ARM. DJT breaking out, of course. ARM looks very good, like an intraday breakout under 100. I completely agree. If the things are getting nasty here, we can go with it. Actually, even Tesla is breaking the VWAP, and Amazon, instead of breaking higher, is breaking lower. And traders in the TQQQ, I would take it only under 48. I just do not trust this market. Big red, big green candles, and no significant volume bars either. Like I cannot decide which side is stronger, and it's annoying. It's just, you know, it makes me think a little bit more cautious here. DJT was nice for this intraday breakout, but this DJT, it's not my type of stock indeed. But so far, traders market trying to break the highs, trying to break the lows. Neither the move has continued so far, at least. But as I've told you, we can try a 48 breakdown on the TQQQ as well. X is going to be a slower trade, but 40.50 I'm going to make a partial, and I'm still waiting for this market. I'm still waiting for this market here. SPY triple Q again, ready maybe to break the lows. Amir likes TQQQ over 49.35, guys. 49.35. Bitcoin is breaking down, but coin is staying up. Kevin, thanks for the info. That's interesting. Less I see Bitcoin, it's 2% lower now. This X is not moving too much, traders. In the meantime, this is my only trade at the moment, and still waiting for this market here. DXCM is making a reversal. DJT is strong. Meta ready to break. Here comes TQQQ. And triple Q is starting to break down. So come on, X, it's your time now. If the market is going down, hopefully you are going to get a nice push lower for us here. SPY triple Q moving lower. DLTR checking. ARM looking much better now under this 100, but I still do not trust this market. I see finally it broke. If you took this TQQQ short, only 15-20 cents. I do not trust the market, guys, at all. Yes, DLTR looks like as a nice possible reversal. I like it. And actually, KO, Pepsi, Baba are still strong. Amir is on the long side in the meantime. He called TQQQ over 49.35. He called NVIDIA over 110, Tesla over 262.50. And I agree, it's still not, it has not decided yet. NVIDIA, it's making a rather an intraday breakout pattern here. But as you can see, as soon as it's sold off, it's a green candle forming. Very interesting. And this X is not doing too much. I'm still patient with the trade, but if it's not going to deliver things here, I'm not going to hold it. It doesn't worse too much. DG is strong as well. Dollar General, not just DLTR, 2.67 up on DG. Look at that. I like DG, guys. Lar, you just gave me the idea, and I checked DG as well. Look at that. It can be a nice breakout over the high. Depends what the market wants here. Tesla getting closer to the lows. NVIDIA seems like as a breakdown, in my opinion. Oh no, ugly. Ugly, ugly. How about AMD? DJT is just pushing higher. That's funny. AMD weaker than NVIDIA. Yeah, Tara, I just checked it. Interesting. X is not doing too much so far, and the market is still fighting. Not good. Bubble. Every breakdown, it's suddenly bought back. I don't like it. So I'm starting to be rather on the long side, guys. UNH is strong too, by the way. Going to watch DG here. I still like my PLTR call, by the way. DG. Checking DG for a breakout. I still like PLTR. This X is not doing too much in the meantime, unfortunately. Market slowly back to the highs. Let me just check Apple here. That's amazing. This market just cannot decide, guys. Completely undecided. But now I like this push over the VWAP and the volume too. So maybe we will just flip the coin here on the sentiment. And I must tell you, I like this DG, Dollar General. One thing I don't like on DG is the volume. It's quite low, but it looks like a good one over 89. KMX back to VWAP. Let's see behave here, Raspi. KMX. Yes, you are right. However, the push was quite strong. I don't think so it's going to go back without the market at least. SPY triple Q are back over the VWAP too, but this is still not enough. We need to see a move higher towards to the high of the day and a new daily high, of course, to see some great moves. WMT as well, checking. Guys, I'm just calling this DJ. Looks really good. My opinion, over 89 and 50, I'm going to just call Dollar General. It seems like it does not care too much about the markets. I like it. This X is not doing too much at all. Let's see DG. I think I'm just going to get out from X soon. It's not delivering anything at all. And traders, I'm going to be ready here with the PLTR too. PLTR. And on the PLTR, I want to see 90, 50, 60 for the first partial. 90, 50, 60 for the first partial. That would be great. Market is pushing higher too. Okay. PLTR, come on. Apple is moving back too. Meta. I start liking TQQQ as well. X traders, I'm not going to wait until 41.50. I'm going to be out over 41 and 35. Okay, 41 and 35. It doesn't worth to keep it in my opinion. If it goes there, all right. Unfortunately, PRTR is moving lower now. Overall market too. No decision yet. Okay, let's see WMT Tara. So I'm waiting for DJ. On the X, as I've told you, if it's breaking against 35, I'm going to be out. And PLTR, I want to see a 91 because the stop loss is under 89. So let's go for $1 on this PLTR. Okay, here we go, PLTR. All right. So on the PLTR, again, I really hope we are going to see a nice pushback towards this $91 level. If not, the market is going to fail too. So DJ is not in yet. I must tell you, Tara, this WMT looks like the same as, almost the same than the DJ or a DG. And one more stock which I'm watching traders is DXCM. DXCM got some good news. It's slowly climbing back to the VWAP. And I'm out of X. Ouch. I do not like starting the day with a loss. So PLTR, come on. SPY triple Q are still almost looked like a decision, but 455, it's a very strong resistance for the triple Q, I know. I still like this PLTR here. DVG shorting everything. So I mean, it's on the long side, DVG is on the short side, Scott is on the long side. That's funny. And I need to call TQQQ, guys. I just cannot resist not trading TQQQ today either. And I must tell you, based on the volume bars, I'm on the long side too, but only over 49.35 on the TQQQ. SPY triple Q though, still very much undecided. Very much indeed, unfortunately. Now Apple stopped as well. NVIDIA is not helping. Apple is not helping too much. Come on, PLTR. Stay there, please. This X just tricked me. How about Meta? If you have anything on the radar, guys, please let me know. This is not a market which I was expecting. I guess no one was expecting that kind of a market. So the next one which I am waiting for, it's the TQQQ. Also, the overall market is just moving lower now, so no chance at the moment. And I'm still holding my PLTR and waiting for the market to show direction. So actually, in the meantime, DVG wants to short test under 258.50, Apple under 194.33. He's in already, and I'm just waiting for this market at the moment. NVIDIA lose to, yes, Manzai, this is what I've told you, that NVIDIA is not helping. Apple is just consolidating to SMCI large checking. Looks really good. But we just need a direction. Without this direction, we just cannot win this market. And look at Meta, guys. Meta is going for another drop. And if it's NVIDIA is going to drop with Tesla, this is going to be nasty. Ouch. Oy. So under the lows, might we can grab again a small scalp here. I just do not like the whole sentiment of this market now. Every little sell-off is bought back. Every little pump is sold. So no decision at all. Also, SPY and triple Q are back under the VWAP. So bearish sentiment seems like it's going to win again. I'm still holding my PLTR, but I do not want to see that under $89 level. Here I'm getting close anticipator. Checking. Yeah, I just cannot feel the strength on neither side. You see, before the final breakdown, it's just making a reversal. Amazing. Yes, ERM, it's always spready, so be careful with that anticipator if you're taking. That's why I'm not taking it actually. It's for me, it's a little bit spready. Uh-oh, PLTR, don't go there. That's an interesting market. Last chance for the PLTR to make a reversal on the VWAP. Market is starting to be a little bit more hectic. Half an hour almost went by without any decision, which is not good. Meta, whether a double bottom or another continuation lower. Ugly. TQQQ back to the lows as well. Amir already took a long on the TQQQ together with Scott. They are in long. I have only PLTR, and the last fight is here on 88.80. If it's going to lose it, I need to be out. Still a bit patient because usually the market is making a buyback on these from these lows. This is going to happen today as well, or at this time as well. Not a nice market, in my opinion. I think you agree with me. Hard to trade a market which does not pick for a direction. So here comes the PLTR again and the SPY here. So yes, it's still a two-way ticket, guys. Under 47.75 short on the triple Q, over 49.30s, it's a long. And seems like now again that the selling pressure is a bit higher on everywhere. Like look at that, Nvidia is back to the lows, Meta is back to the lows, TQQQ, Amazon is just in the middle. But somehow the last minute is just got bought quickly. Maybe at this time it's not going to be. Short Nvidia, yes, just small size and go for a scalp banzai. 108. Triple Q SPY, especially the triple Q is hanging on a thread. Ouch, PITR, that's not a nice move already. And if SPY and triple Q now it's breaking for good, I need to close you. No more patience for you. TQQQ broke down. Nice short on the NVDA banzai, even with a lower share size. SMCI is getting to the low today as well. Apple is still holding, traders. Apple is still holding, but maybe not for too long. And unfortunately, PLTR needs to be out. Nasty PLTR. And SPY and triple Q cannot hold. So that's it, guys. This seems like again another drop. Nice short on the NVDA. Seems like it's just pushing back lower as well. And if it NVDA goes, everything is going to go, especially the semiconductor stock. And I have two losers to start the day with, which is very rare, and I hate that feeling. But what can we do, right? Nasty market. Nice banzai. ARM2. And yes, as I've told you, be quick with the partials traders, because look at that. Again, it broke down and it cannot continue this drop. Apple is making a reversal here. Just interesting. What do we see on this market today? In my opinion, again, very tricky. Yes, tricky, choppy. No continuation on the breakdowns, breakups. It's just ugly, ugly, ugly. But now seems like we do still stretch lower, traders. So watch out, please. You're stretching lower here. 450, as I mentioned you, on the triple Q, 450 can be a stronger support again. And it's just breaking. Okay, so if you took any shorts and you did partial, you can still stay because everything is going nicely to the downside. I burned myself with PLTR. I burnt myself with PLTR, unfortunately. Very nasty burn. And even with the X was not a big loser. PLTR, it's not that good. Scott and Amir are out from their TQQQ long with a loss, and the market is just stretching lower again. 550, it was broken by the triple Q with no hesitation. And now we are pushing even lower. Unbelievable. So Meta is down. Beautiful short on NVIDIA ARM, guys, and on TQQQ as well if you took it. But I strongly suggest to take a partial because, as you can see, some pullbacks are happening quite quickly. But now seems like at least the market chose a direction, at least for a little while. Yes, exactly, Raspi. That's why I've called rather long because I was just checking this Apple and I've seen a quite of a nice resilience. And I'm going to be really cautious traders because one more loss and I'm out for the day. I don't want to be. Now there comes the small pullback as usual. Dollar General, I still like Dollar General here. Oh, and we could have got it over 80, 88 and 10 for a reversal. Just took it off my radar for just 1 minute and it made the reversal here. Okay, traders, market again trying to push higher a little bit. I don't think so though. Oh, well, let's see. I don't know what's going to come next, but so far seems like that there is another pullback. However, if we break the lows again under 47 on TQQQ, I'm going to be in at this time. I'm not going to let it run without me. Tesla nice pullback. Even NVIDIA looks like as a pullback. DVG is going to long NVIDIA here on 10760. Now I'm going to wait for a better, let's call it like, I'm not convinced yet to take any longs. But here comes my DG. I'm still holding that entry here. Now Apple needs to make this VWAP reversal there. We really need that Apple here, guys. So come on, Apple, do your job. Nice banzai, very nice short on the NVDA, and now market is pushing back. Not too much though. I mean, you know, it still can just roll over and break the lows. In this case, as I've told you, I am planning to participate in the TQQQ short under 47. If this is going to be the scenario, or I'm still not sure. Nice pullback on the PLTR as well, but PLTR I'm going to take a long on that only if it gets back to 89 and makes a nice consolidation there. Without that, definitely no trade. Okay, so far SPY triple Q pushing higher now. I still like DJ. or DG, sorry. Really nice pullback on PLTR, so I'm still watching that one as well. And VDA. I'm not going to be surprised on a new daily high soon, guys. This market is completely unreliable on the moves, as you can see. But now, at first, let's just touch the VWAP. First, let's just touch the VWAP, and then we will see what's coming next. My opinion. Everything is pulling back, including NVIDIA, Meta, Tesla, Amazon back to the VWAP too. Okay. This DJ is not doing anything. Apple looks like as a possible VWAP reversal as well, but the market needs to push a bit higher to the upside. If not, traders, as I've told you, I am ready to take this TQQQ under 47. Tesla immediately back to the lows. NVIDIA is still holding. I'm concerned about the Apple now, traders. So let's just watch out here. A bit concerned about the Apple now. Yes, if the market breaks down again, anticipator, every big stocks are going to turn down. I like Microsoft lower, Amazon low, everything. But for that, we need to break the lows. That's why I'm going to be in TQQQ under 47 as well. Let's see if it's going to happen at all. Now seems like yes, because both of the indices are pushing back, but by this market, you cannot tell what's coming next. Crazy. 450. Quite of okay, not enough yet. So, and here is another fight on the market as I see. And here comes the Apple, by the way. Market. Higher or lower? This is the big question again. Not an easy trading day. Feel like the market a bit clueless after this big rally yesterday, but the fear is still here. CPI numbers, though, it was good. Yeah, Scott is just repeating me that he thinks as well, not repeating because he does not hear me, but he's just talking about the same, that this is a quite of a tough trading day at the moment. Hopefully it's going to change soon, but so far not easy to decide which stock to take. Microsoft is still seems like it's under a quite of a strong push or bearish sentiment anticipator. Tesla too. I agree, Alemu. So if we do break down, Tesla and especially Microsoft can be a great choices. in my opinion, that these two look good. SPY again pushing back to the lows. So does triple Q. But again, just act as a scalper traders. Don't forget, because this market is clueless regarding the direction, unfortunately. Okay, DVG is still holding his NVDA long. He got long over 107 and 60. SPY triple Q back to the lows, but there is another little pullback, not too much. And again, if we break the lows, guys, I think I'm just going to decide by my good old usual TQQQ under 47. And just for a scalp, okay? TQQQ. Because it seems like the market cannot keep up again. So 46 and 97 is going to be my entry here on the TQQQ. Let's see. Seems like the market is ready for another breakdown, traders. I want to go just quickly for a 20 cents. Here we are. 80% I'm going to buy back. Come on, go for 46.80. I'm going to be okay with that. Apple broke down. NVIDIA moving back too. This market is insane. Look at that. It's just breaking and does not continue. I so much hate seeing that. If triple Q goes back over 450, I need to close out my trade and finish trading for the day, guys. In this case, this is not nice. This is not nice. Apple broke the VWAP. NVIDIA is pushing back to the lows, but the market does not continue again. Ooh, that's a very full of traps day. I don't like it. TQQQ, come on. That's not good. And look at that, it's just making a reversal again. So the SPY is still weak in my opinion until it's not getting back over 528. Dollar General not doing anything at all. This market is completely undecided. Raspi, yeah, I would say I'm going to be out over 47.60. Oh, guys, this is not my day. Definitely, this is not my day. I had such a nice green strike again. I don't even remember when I had the last red day. And when the TQQQ tricks me, I'm over for the day. I'm going to reach 3R. That means for me, no more trading for the day, but the market is still fighting. So let's see. And Apple is still under the VWAP. NVIDIA still showing some little strengths here. Oh no, don't go there. Bulls are fighting. Bulls doesn't want to give up this move here. How relevant you think is consumer sentiment tomorrow, Agi? I don't know, Tara. I don't know, like you mean the PPI tomorrow or the 10 o'clock news? Wait, because tomorrow we will have last chance for the TQQQ. Let me just check it. 10 o'clock, the sentiment. Yeah, I thought, yeah, we will get the consumer sentiment and the inflation expectations at 10 o'clock. I think all of them are going to be relevant, but you know what? Again, I'm just telling you, if actually, if there will be more significant news on the tariffs, numbers doesn't matter. Look at the CPI. If we would have a normal market, on that CPI news, the market could just go to the and go to the moon and back, okay? Or just to the moon, not back. But now it's not a normal environment what we have, not a usual environment what we have. We know it exactly, and that's why I think that even the numbers doesn't matter too much. If it would have mattered, then the CPI could have shown it already. So let's see. I wish the market would have influenced a little bit by the news, not just the tariffs and the fear on the date or the news, actually. But at the moment, this is what we have, guys. Last chance for the TQQQ. If it cannot do that, I'm over. But in this case, NVDA looking better now to the long side, but we have seen it a lot before. Even PLTR over 89. And now we are pulling back again towards the lows. You're welcome. Not too many calls. DVG is starting to be bullish here, especially on the Tesla. He called 255.25 on the Tesla. I like if we are going to make the reversal, but I cannot take any more trades, guys. This is my rules, so I'm going to follow it. But yeah, I like NVIDIA over 108.80 or even PRTR over 89. But for that, we should see the market finally to make a bigger pullback. So far, it's still making lower highs, lower lows. Let's see whether it can make a fight here. And we are moving lower again. Just a bit. No, it's still fighting. Oof, that's an ugly market. Apple on the VWAP. If we turn over to the upside, guys, everything looks really good. NVIDIA over the VWAP, Tesla, definitely PLTR, which I like the best over 89 again, but we need like a clear direction from the market, a clear reversal first. This is an environment where maybe it's better to sit on your hands. I did not. Also, everything which I took, it was based on the strategy, on the technicals. Even before the start, I've told you the technicals are not working today because of the news. I was right, unfortunately, and I burned myself. I'm still holding TQQQ, but if it's going to be a loser, this is my last trade of the day. DJ is not going, Dollar General is not doing anything, so I don't think so. I'm going to take it. Meta seems like it's trying to make a reversal too, not with a huge success so far. And the market is pushing back a bit. Nowhere. It's just making a consolidation. I wish I could see a decision here, but no decision yet. Fear and greed index 9100 extreme fear banzai. Yes, this is what we see on the market. But even based on that, it's not moving down that sharply, right? Because of this lots of news like postponing the tariffs, CPI numbers. So I do not see such a sharp pullback yet. Maybe now we are going to see a big drop. Who knows? Ooh, that's ugly. Lex, no more news, only FOMC member speakers. That's it. Market is really hanging on a thread. I believe if we break the lows, this can be another leg down. You are welcome. Still holding my TQQQ traders. Maybe it's going to be a little bit longer play here because of this market. And as I see, we are selling off a bit again, especially if here we are going to break the lows. Oof, market is completely undecisive. So nasty to see. And even the volume bars, you just cannot decide where to go now. What is going to happen now, actually? Nasty market action. Hopefully Microsoft gives you a partial. Hopefully. Yeah, but now I see again, you see, it's a buyback. That's nasty. Okay, TQQQ. I think I'm just going to finish the day here, guys. It's just moving higher now over the 60 again. Market is showing some buyers showed up. Not completely clear yet, but I think I need to say goodbye to my TQQQ and I'm not going to trade anymore today. This was a very tricky day for me, unfortunately. Yeah, me too, D King. Unfortunately, this is really a nasty market so far. Sorry, guys. This was not my plan when I seen this huge day yesterday, but I had this fear that this market won't know which direction to go. I really like still PLTR over 89. Meta, it's pushing back over this 560 as well. I like the volume, but we need the market to break the VWAP now first and then continue for a new high. But I'm not allowed to take any more trades here, unfortunately. Thank you, Dietmar. Yes, Jim Lee, I completely agree. It's market makers play field today. If you are staying trading, guys, only quick scalps, okay? Really quick scalps. Here comes PLTRs. We'll go for 20, 30 cents. Take it and run. This is the way to make this market moves here. To play that in our favor at least. Thank you, Tara. I rather like my discipline on the upside, but yeah, sometimes you need to see how you are doing on the downside. That MBA is just beautiful. Sorry, I decided not to take it. It's okay, Lex. That's why I've called days for you because I am not able to take any more trades, but it does not mean you cannot take more trades. Yes, I love this NVDA. Even this Tesla was nice over this um, level, and I like PLTR too. So if we do continue higher, which seems like, these can be a quite of nice movers to the upside now. Also, here comes the first resistance for the market, which is the VWAP. We need to see that to break the VWAP first for 20 or the 452 level for the triple Q and the 530 for the SPY, which I mentioned you. It's quite of a strong one. So everywhere, go for a 20, 30 cents. If the price is lower, like by the PLTR, go for a 20 here, take a partial, put your stop loss under 89. Here on the NVDA, you can take a partial now, take the stop loss under the entry. So this is the way how to play these days. Fortunately, no other chance to win this choppy, ugly day without clear direction, because if you check the daily chart on the market, it's a tiny, tiny little doji now, after gap down, of course. Okay, the XC I'm making. Apple has not decided yet either. That would be easier if we could see the Apple to this side. Nice on the PRTR if you took it again, take this 20-25 cents stop loss under 89 and let it run. If it's going to run. Not sure, not guaranteed at all. Okay, triple Q SPY on the VWAP. As I've told you, this can be a big test for the bulls to push it higher. But as I see, maybe it's going to roll over. Now let's see. Okay. So far, nice push still higher on the market. Maybe this time we will go back to the high of the day, and then comes the second decision point. PLTR survived traders if you are still in, so does NVDA. Nice. We just need another push now. But again, the rollover still can happen on this VWAP, so watch out. For later, be careful around 12. Yes, Gooseby speaking, exactly. Lots of FOMC speakers we have today. Especially Gooseby can be interesting and important, in my opinion, as well for the market. I agree. And here comes the rollover. Yeah, that was it. Short-lived again. No more call from the room either. Okay, SPY triple Q is rolling over again, so seems like this strength is not going to hold. Let's see. Seems like this CPI numbers did not mean too much at this time for the market at all. Could not make the move higher yet. NVIDIA still looks strong. PRTR, sort of. It's breaking 88.60. It's not going to be that strong anymore. But NVIDIA is still holding. Apple is not doing anything at all, as I see. And the SPY triple Q, it's on the verge of a pullback again. Yes, Lex. Fortunately, all of the big stocks are just failing in sentiment, like the market. Now it's a rollover coming again from the VWAP, so it was not able to break it at all. Apple needs to decide here. If Apple would break this 193 higher, might it would give another push for the bulls, or even the opposite if it could break the lows of this consolidation. But so far nothing at the moment. No decision. But NVIDIA is still strong. I like that. NVIDIA is still quite strong, traders. It's nice to see. Again, over 10960, you can go for another scalp. This is almost the high of the day. SPY triple Q pushing back too. It's great to see. Yeah, Amir is just talking about the NVIDIA as well. If it's breaking 110, that can be a great sign to go higher. I agree, but we need the market as well to push higher at this moment. Like really, here comes the NVDA. If you are still holding it, fantastic. Very nice trade on the NVDA. Even PLTR is back. I like Tesla over 257. And finally, maybe Microsoft is moving as well, Lex. Also, not before 380 if you want to take any long there. And let's see whether now second time over the VWAP, this market can continue or not. Big question. Nice push. And TQQQ is getting to this 40, 84.35 entry. Oh, come on, market. Look at that. Make a push now. Look at this. It's just unable to continue higher. Amazing, actually. Really a nice push. Here comes maybe Tesla to Amazon. Slowly back to the highs. But the market does not give any more support for these moves, unfortunately, as I see. Again, just staying behind, glued to the VWAP. We need to break this consolidation higher now to see a continuation. Apple is here too, 193 broke. Yes, Lex, I agree with that. Even Meta over this 56230 looks interesting in my opinion. The SPY triple Q trying to push a little bit, but still not enough strength in my opinion. So let's be careful, guys. Looking better than before. Also, I'm still not completely satisfied with that. NVDA, it's moving nicely. I really like NVDA move indeed. Rest is not that much. I'm just afraid that the market is going to give up in any time, any second, you know. Nice push now. Okay. Good luck, Banzai. Yeah, it was nice, very nice when I called it over this 10870 over the VWAP. That was really good. It's still good, especially that it broke the 110. Also, the market is still not the real deal here. Look at that, guys. Just broke the VWAP, pushed a bit higher, but it's just amazing. It cannot continue higher. Like no strength on neither side in the market, in my opinion. Neither to the upside nor to the downside. Maybe Gosby going to shape this market sentiment a little bit at 12 Also, I don't think so. Scott is interested in PLTR over 90, by the way. He was just talking about that stock. And unfortunately, without the market again, we cannot see any more continuation in the longs. Knight tries pushing again, but so low volume, such a low momentum. It's weird to see on this market what is happening now. Okay, Knight looking a little bit better. NVDA still looks stronger. Apple is moving, but very slowly. I really hope you got in any of the longs here, what we called in the room, because then you can have a nice winner. SPY, higher or lower, come on. Finally. And when I say finally and everything's starting to push, suddenly it stops. This market is amazing. This is just amazing, actually. We need to push over the daily high to see the strengths on the market. But as I mentioned, you traders, I do not have too much faith in that after this moves today. How about Bitcoin? Oh, Bitcoin is climbing back slowly, but surely. But mRNA had a nice pullback yesterday too. Oof, big drop again. This stock just cannot get back on its feet as I see. RH is weak. KMX, which was a beautiful gap and go in the morning. Wow, what a trade, and I missed it 2 times. Crazy. Banzai and VDA seems like it's still going. Nice. Market again in the hesitation consolidation mode. Okay, market, come on, go back to the highs, break it, and we can have more trades here in this case. But it's still extremely slow. Scott took this PLTR over 90. And God, hopefully he's going to be much more lucky than I was. Needs to break the highs now on the PLTR. Okay, guys, this is a very typical day which shows you how to make quick scalps to be on the safe side, or I must tell you how to sit on your hands. Well, it forced me to sit on my hands because unfortunately I had 3 losers. That means for me it's out, so no more trades. Also, again, if the market is going to show finally some sentiment, some momentum, and breaking the highs, that can be great. Even Meta, it's making this push over this 260 or 562.70. Ah, shame on you, PLTR. Come on. Now you're making the move, right? But at least I'm happy for Scott. Amazon is moving higher, two traders. But Lex, this Microsoft is amazing. It's still not moving anywhere. Doesn't matter if the market is pushing, this stock is not moving. Okay, SPY triple Q. I would say they are moving, but they are just trying. All right. But out of Microsoft with a very small gain, it took too long. I know. Even a Microsoft is taking too long. Unbelievable here. Watch out, guys. Market is starting again these nasty moves. What a day. What a day. Unbelievable. Okay. Big red, big green candle. As I've told you, based on the CPI news, we should go higher. But with this market, you never know. Nice if you took this PLTR trade with Scott over 90 traders. Here is the first partialing point, 90.60. Stop loss under 90, and let's see whether the market still can support these longs or pullbacks. Nice banzai. Yeah, it was still great on the NVDA long. Market still pushing higher. That's a good sign for the longs. But the Apple again is just unable to decide. Amazing. Yes, traders, don't forget, in the meantime, as I'm not going to trade anymore anyway, first of all, I hope you had a green day. And if you are thinking on start with a challenge or especially with a funded account, and like that overfunded accounts, you can get a subscription to the VIP trading room with Scott, Amir, and DVG, or even private mentoring with me, please just check out our website, and especially the promotion for the traders here in the YouTube TEFS Trading Room, because you got exclusive promotion, of course. Thank you, Kathy. She's just helping us with the promo code. And don't forget, even if you are buying a lower package, you always can scale in. Like one of my traders, he just scaled in from pro to expert, or expert to pro. I don't know. Expert to pro, yeah. So I mean, with your profit, you can just scale in and to get more buying power. Nice banzai, yeah, because I've seen, I just warned you 2 minutes before when I've seen a big red candle on the market. Then I've told you to be careful because interesting moves coming again. So nice reaction. You made the right decision. And I was just right with PLTR to take the partial on 90.60. I hope you took it if you got included into the trade. Okay, Amir just called PRFX over 331. Peter, Robert, Francis, and Xander. PRFX. Ooh, wow, that's a lower price stock, but definitely a mover. If you are interested in that kind of stocks, watch it out. It's down 2% now, but moving back. Put 2% down? No, it's just a candle. It's up 80% for the day. DVG got completely bullish. Coin 172.16 he's going to take. In the meantime, market just pulling back to the VWAP. Let's see here whether it can make a reversal on the VWAP higher or fail on it. Yes, Microsoft is looking better and better because of this ascending triangle over this 380 legs, but watch out and be a scalper there as well. I must tell you, even PLTR looks nice for a continuation. Let's just wait though first, in my opinion, what the market is going to do on the VWAP here, because if it's going to fail again and moving lower, it's going to drag down the market. And look at the Apple again under the VWAP. Ugly. I must tell you, in the VIP room, Lens just called it over 380 as well. So you're not alone who likes this Microsoft. Also, again, we need the market for that. Also, the market, Microsoft did not care about the market too much today, to tell the truth. But we still need this market for the move, for a significant move at least. And I don't like the fact that the Apple just broke the VWAP again, 192. See? SPY is moving a bit lower, so watch out with taking any longs at the moment. Wait until it's moving. You think so? Why the market was better? Well, yeah, it was not too many questions which directions we are going to go today, right? Especially before this 2025 January. Now it's just crazy what happened on this impact of the tariffs, guys. But this that we got now, this is what we have to deal with. Be careful. Stay on the scalp side. Unfortunately, I was not trading right this day today, but it's okay. Yes, I completely agree, level two. So I have not seen such a big volatility for a very, very long time. And even, you know what is the most interesting fact here? That usually when we witnessed, or if you have traded back in 2020 at this time, or even back on the .com or the 2008 drops, it was obvious. We went down, reached quite of a painful, overextended level where the investors started to buy like crazy. I mean, the big guys, and that's it. It was a quite of a clear V-shaped reversal. Now it's not. Now it's big green, big red days, big green day, big red day, and there is no clarity. Where is the bottom? There is no clarity whether this big green day meant that, yeah, from today on it's going to be a V-shaped reversal and we are going back. No, it's much harder today. It's much harder because it was like, always triggered by facts which has not been changed. Okay, now everything is changing from hour to hour, right? So yeah, yesterday he told he's going to postpone for 90 days, but what if tomorrow he says that, okay, I changed my mind, I'm not going to postpone it to 90 days. I can imagine that, or tomorrow everyone wants to sit down and negotiate on the tariffs. We don't know what's coming next. So this is, in my opinion, this is the craziest part in this environment, that it's completely uh, unreliable, unexpected moves can come at any time of the day, and you need to be prepared. That's why I'm keep telling you this stay on the safe side, stay on the scalp side, pay yourself first quickly, and then just survive the day, kind of. So yeah, yeah. In this case, I mean, from this point of view, I never had that kind of environment. Exactly, Banzai. And this is what is causing another fear on the market today. So, except or despite of the good news, yeah, good news, like that it's going to be postponed. So, even this is not enough to push the market higher because the fear stays, uncertainty stays. Even okay, now it's postponed to 90 days, but we don't know what's going to happen after that or during this 90 days. It's really, really hard. So it's completely unpredictable at the moment. So there is no clear bottom. I don't know whether it will be. We don't know where this whole tariff story is going to end, when, how, and yeah, and there are the long-term effects, which is, I think it's quite obvious for everyone that if the tariffs are going to go into practice like that, as it was just decided on the Liberation Day, it's going to make a really, really ugly price hikes on everything, everything. Agricultural stocks, food, auto, everything actually. So, and this can cause another big problem because inflation, in this case, it won't see this 2%. Not really soon indeed, or rather get higher again. So this is the biggest fear, of course, but I guess most of you know that. So yeah, traders, this is a very unique historical environment on the market. First of all, I'm happy that I am part of it, because with every strange environment, the traders are learning more. Also, as a starter trader, this is a very hard environment, guys. So I mean it. If you have any questions, any troubles, anything like that, please just drop me an email, because I'm more than happy to help you in this strange environment. If I would be a starter trader now, ooh, wow. Like, when I get my driving license, I started to learn driving in a very, very tough environment, like, I mean, weather. Like it was icy roads, snowy, and so on. I guess it was much easier than to start trading today in this environment. So if you are a starter trader, get a mentor, get a small account first, get used to it, observe the market, and go very slowly. If you want, I can help you, okay? But this is a very hard environment for even for advanced traders. But for starter traders, this is like wow. And again, look at the market, slowly, slowly grinding back to the lows. That's why I've told you don't start longs yet. Maybe now, if we got a third touch of the bottom around this 450. Crazy. How about PLTR? PLTR is very nice. Back to the VWAP. I like it. And VDA back to the VWAP too. Microsoft is holding nicely. However, I just checked it. I was just checking it. Nice. And don't forget, everything is just a scalp. So if you took Microsoft even over this 380, I would go for 50 cents, 40, 50 cents, and take the partial. Also, let's just keep an eye on this market, because it's just approaching the lows again. Okay. All right, traders, slowly, I think I'm just going to call it as a day. Strange day, hard day, a red day for me. It's okay, it's in the game. As you've seen, or if you do follow or TEFS Trading Room here on the YouTube, you've seen that during I think I have 78 videos, something like that. I had like 4 red days or 5, so thank God it's not that common. by me, a very conservative trader, but I was not on the right side today. It's happening. Also, I hope you had a very nice green day and it's still in process. And please still be careful. And as you wrote, around 12 and 12:30, be careful because FOMC member speakers coming. Goolsbee after that, Harker. Yes, Alemu. White House to CNBC. U.S. tariffs on China now total 45 after latest hike. That's insane. That's actually it's insane. I know. Like yesterday as well, when it gets this by the afternoon, level two. Who knows? Why to go so slowly? Let's be 500. Crazy guys, really, really crazy. This trade war is getting nasty between China and the US for sure. Let's see how it's going to end. Not really good, in my opinion. But as I've told you, we have hard days like that. The most important thing here to stay disciplined, keep your rules as I did keep them today. And tomorrow it's a new day, and I'm going to be here for you for sure at 9 a.m. as usual. If you like the stream, please just give us a thumbs up. And I wish you a beautiful green one at the end and a great day at the end as well, like a rest of your day indeed. Nasty market, and seems like maybe we are going to fall over here, especially on that news. Thank you for the update, Talemu. Stay safe, everyone. Have a great one, and I'm going to see you tomorrow. Bye.